Hi everybody, hope you're doing great today. So I am going to start the full deck challenge, and this is hosted by Shanuki Art on Facebook, and she does do a YouTube video. And anyhow, it's really fun. She does great cards, and I just joined the group this week. And so this year's 52 deck or the full deck challenge is they have prompts for 2026, which has prompt sheets, and there are two of them. But what it is that this one has this sheet where you can write out what you choose, and then or this one where it's got the prompts and the lines right next to it. I'm gonna put one in a book and use one to keep out on my desk. Anyway, so you can choose what you do. You can use one of the prompts from each week, or all of the prompts from each week, or a mix of each one in the weeks. And all that they really ask is that you don't post early. So that's it, really. It even says, like, here you can, I'm trying to look here. Everyone's choosing from the same 8 prompts, but they may or may not choose the same combination as you, and that's the beauty of the challenge. Some weeks there's 11 prompts, other weeks there's 3. It varies week to week, and just don't post early. All right, so that is what I'm going to work on. A lot of weeks, I'm going to use some of this water weight tissue paper to put on the back of my card, because I'd like to use them for journaling cards in the end. And I might make one and duplicate it so that I can have one to keep the whole collection for the end of the year, and then one to actually use during the year, and we'll see how that goes. So this week's prompts are, you know what, let me go to the bigger one. It'll be easier to see here, but you can go to her Facebook page and look it up, Full Deck Challenge. And I guess this is the 4th year. So it's green and squares and butterfly, numbers, bird, bright pink, hole punch, and red. So that's where we're at. So the first thing I'm gonna do is grab my glue book, and I'm gonna attach this. And I'm just gonna attach this with some of this. And just please excuse my seeing my little ring light there, but there's not great light. It's nighttime. It's New Year's Eve, yay! We're starting a new year. Okay, and we're just gonna put that onto the shiny side. And then I'm gonna, and it'll dry. It takes time. And you can't be too hard on this when you are working it on, because otherwise it will tear. But it's way better than regular weight tissue paper. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just do that, and if it comes off a little bit, that's okay too. That doesn't bother me, seeing some of that. Okay, good. And then we'll save this for the next card. And then I make junk journals, and I typically make, you know, some things that are in the vintage family in some way. So we'll do some of that. And so I didn't realize this was a whole group thing. I thought just Shanuki. I don't know if that's her first name or what, but I didn't realize she wasn't the only one who did it. And so it's pretty exciting to look in the group and see other people's past posts. They do really beautiful artwork. So that's going to be the writing side. This is going to be the decorating side. So I know for sure I want to make, I use bright pink and hole punch probably. So I'm going to grab my, you know what, I'm going to grab my traditional hole punch, I guess, and see if it'll punch through this. I have a heating pad on my bum because I am cold. So, and you know, people can interpret this in all different ways, however they want, right? And then I think I'm gonna grab my, sorry for the noise, long reach one. It's on the smaller, we'll get a couple inside the middle. And some of these will get covered up, that's okay. We're just gonna have some fun. And yes, that'll make it harder to write on the other side, but that's okay. We got some Swiss cheese going on there, and that's fun. All right. And obviously hole punch could also mean that you punch a circle out of something and put it on here. That's cool too. Let's see here. Squares, butterflies, numbers, bird, bright pink, and red. I don't want to do red yet. I might say that for Valentine's Day. I have squares. Oh, butterflies. Let's look at my butterflies. Let me grab those. Hang on, I'll be right back. So here is my little book of butterflies. I just made an ephemera holder. Oh, and I'm going to want to put something on that. I should have covered that before I made my holes, but it's not the end of the world. So I should think about what I want to cover that with. Let me grab, I have some papers right here. These are from Raven Vintage Digitals. And let's see here. Because I could do the bright pink. This is bright pink. I could do that. Let's go with that for the base as I make a mess. Okay, let's grab that. So that'll be our base, and we'll include the bright pink. That's probably about as bright pink as I get when it comes to... So we'll do some of that when it comes to color pink. I love pink, but I like a more pastel-y pink. Let's do a little of that. And then I'm gonna have to go back over and punch my holes again. And I'm gonna have to go over them because I don't want to mess the back up. No, that has to be up, which is fine. Can do that and that. Okay, let's try that so far. So let's, I'm gonna take a little more off that, I think. I'm actually gonna ink these. Sorry, I've got myself into a tight little squeeze here. I hope you guys are enjoying the ending of the year. We got some treats from our local favorite bakery that I've been going to since I was 6 years old. My great-grandparents found it when they moved here from New York, and we've been going ever since. I am 53 now, so it's a lot of years, and we're just having a super chill New Year's Eve. All right, so we're gonna put that guy there. So helps if I take the cap off. Okay, so I'm gonna put that there. Let's do that so I don't. One of the things I love is, if you watch my channel, I am just not a perfectionist, and these don't require perfection, they require fun. So I'm excited about that. All right, then we're gonna put that one over there. Okay, let's do that. Then we're gonna put that guy right there. And again, I don't mind if a little showing. That's just a playing card, it's fine. Okay. Then I'm gonna ink around the whole outside. Okay. Oh, it's still okay if it just... Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and still put the holes over it. So let's get this back out. That's the wrong one. Did I put it out here? Nope. There it is. Okay. Let's move this guy. Let's go ahead and try to repunch some of these at least. So my husband has the week off, which is nice. He usually takes this time of year off from Christmas to New Year's, which is really fun to have him. I enjoy his company so much. We've been married for 32 years now this month. We were gonna try to go take a trip for our anniversary, but I got a horrible kidney stone that lasted 4 weeks. So that was awful. I ended up having to have surgery for it. That was no bueno. Okay. It was a big one. Okay. Is that all of them? Oh, one more. Okay. Just putting that on the floor. Let's get this guy off. I want this little piece off. There we go. How are we looking? Not bad. Want to snip this little piece off here. Okay. We're doing okay. This is a little bit sketchy, but that's all right. All right, so next, I want more ink on the edge. It's not showing it the way I want. I want to get some of the, I can't remember the whole name, but it's Timber. It's one of the newer colors, and it's darker. All right, so that's where we're at with that. And then a butterfly. So we've got at least bright pink and holes. Now I'm gonna look for a butterfly or two. That's too big, that's a little bit big. Okay. I just don't think that one suits it. Okay, that's fine. Let's pull this guy into view so you guys can see what I'm looking at. It took a long time. I used my Scan and Cut though to cut these out, but it took a minute. This is pretty. That could get work in there. What about this one? It's pretty. It also had birds, I think, for this one. Let me look. Yeah, bird. Bird is acceptable. I'm not exactly sure what I want. Thanks for bearing with me. Oh, that's kind of pretty with the two different colors. That could work. Or do I want two different ones? Kind of like that. Lighter color there. Still got room. Okay. Guess that's what I'm choosing for now. And I say for now because I often change my mind. Let's ink and think, as Gail would say. So let me know if you guys are following along with this, if you're watching or if you're participating. What your channel is, I'll see when you comment, but it would be cool to be able to follow some new channels. So let me know what you like to create. I need more than, oh, you know what I just made? I saw her name is Scrap Goodness, and she makes these. I just made it for myself. I didn't make it for anything else, but she makes these and these tiny flowers. Hers are a tiny bit bigger, but I made one for myself so that I could use it on things. So maybe it's a little bit big, I think. Oh, I like that. That's not terrible. What else though? It needs something. It needs something. Oh, it has numbers here. So what kind of numbers could I put? Oh, you know what I have? I just got, hang on. I just got a stamp that has lots and lots of numbers. let's do that. Okay, so not sure how this is going to look, but we'll give it a go, right? Let's zoom in a little, right? There we go. This is a PH Panda Haul stamp. Got this on Amazon. So I guess, yeah, let's, you know what? I'm going to test it on here. And I'm going to use the Tim Holtz, not Tim, well, yeah, I guess it is Tim Holtz, Distress Ground Espresso. And I need, will that work? No, it's too small. Okay, there we go. These are new, so let's give it a good inking over here. Let's try this here and see how that looks. Oh, I did it backwards. That was a dope moment. Okay, let's try this here. That's why you test it first, right? So you can have your silly moment and then press on. Okay, let's try that. All right, I don't mind that. Let's try that. It's a little dark, but give it a go. And see, our back side has dried, so it's nice. You just see the ink. You don't see any of the adhesive, and now you can write on it. I'm gonna do that. Ink up. Let's see how we do. Good, okay. Let's see, do we need more, or how does that? No, I'm good with that. We don't need more. Okay, let's put that. Oh, did I lose one of my little flowers? Good night. I am a mess. I am a mess. All right. Cleaning up just a pinch because I hate sitting in a mess. But not too much because I'm going to duplicate this card when I get off the camera. So let's just go ahead and finish this cutie up. I'm not going to glue it all the way down. Just going to glue the centers. And I'm totally where you guys can't see me. So let's fix that a little bit. Oh, that, we can lift it a little, go that way, because I was going to put those down there, but I can put them somewhere else if I have to. There's the flower, okay. It may not seem like it, but these guys take a lot of work to put together, although this one's off center. Well, we'll see if I can make it work. Okay, and then if I put two up there. Sorry, I keep going off camera, my bad. And then if I can put that, yeah, I gotta throw that one away. It's too off center. The center is too off center. That one's good. All right, so if I put two there, yep, let's do that. And then I'll put one down here. And I'm gonna call that done. And I think that's adorable. I love that, how that came out. So that's this week. So what we ended up doing was putting my glue cap back on so I don't mess it up. From the prompts, we ended up doing bright pink, hole punch, butterfly, and numbers. not bad. 4 of them. That's pretty good. Okay, so that is it for today. Let's do that. And I will see you guys next week for this same thing. And I'm not sure if it's every Wednesday or not. I'll have to check. And appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Bye-bye.